the sparkle in each other's eyes, and that's living. And we were given the gift. I mean, it's a journey to get here. Forget the A to B. What about the journey before we come here through the rabbit hole? I mean, you've got to get through the rabbit hole first of all. You get through the rabbit hole, you've done a really good journey to just landing here.
Right.
And then everything else in this huge, wide world that has no control in it.
Yeah.
There is no control in this world. The only thing you can control is allowing yourself to trust.
So, is control an optical illusion? Something that is just not really there?
I don't feel, how could control be there? If our lives are an illusion, then control is part of that. We don't control anything. We're so precisely positioned where we're meant to be. I mean, I live in England. I come to America. I don't know anybody. You know, 3 years ago, I meet this lady, Candy G, through another lady that I happened to meet 2 years before that. Again, another voice, you've got to phone this lady up. Who's this lady? Jill Dane. Now, Jill and I are the best of friends. We've been putting on a pilot for a TV show together for a couple of years. So I first hear this name, phone up this lady, say, I don't know who you are, I've been told I've got to connect with you. Mickey Dane's daughter. I mean, I don't know these people. So when I meet her, she said, do you know who my mum is? I said, no, and we get to become close friends. 2 years later, I meet Candy. 3 years later, we're sitting here. 2 years later, talking. Who knows who 2 years down the road? It's that 6 degrees of separation.
Right. And then you were on a cruise with Bob Proctor.
I was on a cruise with Bob Proctor, and all the experiences that I had with Bob Proctor when, again, this voice that I heard, I said, you know, I need a mentor. I always want to improve what I know.
Sure.
I always want to learn from the best. Okay, I need a mentor. I'm going to find a mentor. I went on Bob Proctor's cruise. I said, okay, good. Found a good mentor then. The best. Perfect. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm going to join his team, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I'm just about to go and sign up, and I hear this voice say, no, you're going through the back door. And you know, it's really, sometimes you don't want to turn around and say to yourself, what did you say?
Yeah, like, who was that?
Who was that? What do you mean I'm going through the back door? And I said, okay, trust. I've heard something. I'm going to trust I heard the right thing. And so I waited. And I listened to his talk at the end of the cruise, because we were there for a whole week. And I went up and I thanked him very much for a very enlightening enrichment of information. It was very interesting. And I said to him, you know, one day I'm going to work with you. And he looked at me and he said to me, oh, that would be great. You're going to join the team? And I went, no, I'm going to be working with you, Bob.
There you go.
And he looked at me, he says, I like your personality, I like your tenacity, I like something. And I said, and I like yours too. And was there
here you are,
2 years
working.
Later.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, I've got to work out what date is it today. I know I'm going to be doing in 2 years' time from all of this. But there's nothing out of our reach unless we make it that way. If you can't reach it, stretch your arms. Move nearer.
You know, by you saying that makes me think what you said about coming to the back door. There are some wonderful experiences that we have in life when we come to the back door. But it's hard walking to the back door. I mean, you know, for me, I like things right up front. I like having my dessert before dinner. I want my Christmas presents on Halloween.
My son likes that.
Yeah, exactly. Give it to me all up front right away.
Yeah.
But really, if we can wait, or sometimes if we come to the back door, some extraordinary things happen.
Well, that reminds me about the patience part. Because of course there's trust, and then there's got to be patience. When I found my paintbrush at the age of 40, that, you know, I decided, I said, okay, here's the deal, God. I'm 40 years old. I've been here 40 years. I still haven't found my purpose. I feel like I'm knowing it a bit better. And I have so much energy and so much love and so much passion to spread out there. So come on, help me out here. Please show me the way. And again, I heard this voice. Look up. I mean, I love it. Technology. You know, I wonder if in so-called heaven they have computers, because I heard go online. Go online and look up retreat meditation in Italy. And next day I did. And it came up with Assisi. And I sat there because I was really in that stage of my life where am I? Who am I?
A lot of people are there. Sure.
More so than not.
Yeah.
Because I know inner peace. And once you're bitten by that bug,
Yeah.
you don't want any other bug to bite you but that one.
Yeah.
Because you never want to leave it, and you never want it to leave you. Once it's there, you want it to dance inside of you and create the hugest, most incredible experience and take you with it. But I didn't have that. I never had that. I was looking for that.
Searching, just looking.
For inner peace. And once you do find that inner peace feeling, you're in love with everything and everyone. In Italy, when I left after the message to look up retreat meditation in Italy, I jumped on a train, 2 planes and a bus, and they changed my life forever. And I ran into a world that I had no idea what I was running into. And once I was there, I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave. If you could take yourself to the heart of God and sit and embrace it for 10 days, you'll know, you'll feel it. And that's what I found. And now I paint that.
Well, that's what I want to ask you now. Your painting, how does this all tie in? Because your work, and I want to tell all the audience out there, you have got to go to Tia's website and take a look at that. You'll see that right on your screen. And look and view her art. It is absolutely extraordinary. Tell us about how that came about and how you found your paintbrush, how you started painting, and
that day, from that computer, I went online, as I said, and my life changed. I went to Italy, and one day, as I am walking in a valley, not knowing where I'm walking, and where can you go to today in your life where you feel safe?
right.
Now, I'm in Italy without a cell phone. I'm not speaking the language, and I don't know where I am. And I'm
Wow.
walking for hours and hours and hours, completely free. I'm soaring as a bird, and I have nothing holding me down to the ground. I'm flying free. And I am walking in this vast valley of flowers, the grass, the sun. It's July time, 80-something degrees of heat. And I'm dancing, I'm flying. And as I'm walking around and I'm peaking and I'm coming down, just on the ground, I see a paintbrush. And I notice it. And then I see next to it a lid with T on it, which is my initial, and a pen. And I just stand there and, wow, that must be for me. And I pick it up. Now, had I known how important those 3 things would have been, I would have taken a photograph.
Exactly.
I didn't have a phone with me or a camera, I had nothing. I pick it up, and whilst I'm walking around Italy for the 10 days I'm there, I'm in and out of art galleries and just chatting away to the curators come home. And this paintbrush is just, there on my table. And maybe 2 months later, my business partner at the time said to me, I have a client who needs some artwork painted. I said, oh great, who should we use? So she looks at me, she says, you. I said, don't be ridiculous, I can't paint. She says, I think you can. I believe you found that paintbrush because you are the one who needs to paint these.
So prior to this, you were not an artist. You weren't doing any painting prior to this.
Oh no, I've never painted in my life.
Wow.
Ever. I draw, but I don't paint. So I said to her, I really do believe you need to find someone else, because so she said, actually, I need to let you know that I've taken about £18,000 for these paintings, and you're painting 9 of them. And we really need the money in the company. So you better go.
So let's start working.
So you better start. And I looked and I said, you have got to be joking. This is the honest truth. And I said, and she said she loves the way you're, because I'm an interior designer. She said she loves the way you design. She's seen your work. She says she knows, and she wants you to do it. So I said, well, if I'm going to